All right, we're the next morning, guys. We made up some crappy little staples, but they work. We got a lot of little rocks in there. We're putting the fabric stuff down. It's just going to keep the weeds from growing. That's it. So we're not going to see it again. We're going to leave the excess along, put a straight edge down through there, give it a cut, and we're going to frame up around this. We got all our fabric in the staples down. It looks pretty good. You can use this template and start marking it out. And that's what I was concerned about because we're using a bullnose piece. So remember we started this yesterday and it got so hot out. We got another hot day. It's supposed to be 91 and I forget how much humidity, a lot. So 46.5-inch heights we came off with a straight edge. We got 46.5-inch height. We divided it out. 775 goes in equal, 5 steps. Okay. Now we're using this tread because I don't want her slipping, and this has routed grooves in it, and it's a 2x, so it's a 2x12. It's 11 inches wide, 1.5 inches thick, but we got a bull nose, and so we can't use it off the square. So if I measure here, we got 11 inches, and where it comes down square is way back here, so we got to calculate that. 10 inches would work if we didn't have a riser, but we got a riser. So what we're going to use is, got to find it here, 9.5. I marked it on the square, 9.5 inches. And then we're still going to do our rise as 7.75 inches. So we're going to use these stair gauges. And we're just going to slide them on. Let's see, we're going to go this way, tread. So going to slide these on, line that up on our 9.5 mark. Wipe that off so I can see it better. And then line that up on our 9.5. And over here are 7.75. I like this square. You can see it pretty good. And then get it right on your mark. Lock it down. You could freehand it by using the pencil marks and staring at it, holding it super steady and marking it. But if you do these, which are usually in the bottom of the toolbox, you just slide it over to where you think it's going to be. I throw my other square because we want the rise to be 7.75. So if you follow this over, 7.75 would be there. But we know we're going to cut the first one shorter. But because I want to go that way, I don't want to short myself by coming out and doing the 6.25 it should be. I better move it down. So I'm going to go to my 7.75, hold her there, check our numbers, looks good. I'm going to take our fence, give us a line. Going to keep sliding up, and we want 6 steps. So our 6th step would be the top of the deck. So this board's got a lot of moisture in it. Might want to run a pen on it. Just keep sliding her up. Look straight down where that intersects. So everyone's exactly the same. We'll come down here, we'll go 1, 2, 3. Keep sliding her up. 4. And 5. And then on this one, you want to come around backwards and you want to extend your line. We can do that afterwards, but I just want to extend this down. And then a lot of times, in this case, we're probably going to be going down about 2 inches and we're going to come this way. So I don't want to cut this off. I may cut this whole thing off straight here. And then that's it. We're going to use a circular saw, cut these out. But before we do that, let's show you what the plan is. We'll throw our tread up there. Don't matter which direction right now, but you see how this is going to sit. I'll do it on number 2 so you can see it here. Line it right up where she goes. we're going to have a 3/4 inch riser under here. So that's going to be here. So we're going to have, you know, half 3/4 inch overhang. That's what I want on every tread. I don't want it flush. I don't want them sticking way out where you trip over them. So we'll go up to the next one, set it exactly. Our riser is going to be attached to the front of that, and we still got our overhang. So that's what we're going to cut out on this bottom one. We're going to do the 6 3/4. So I just come over, line that edge up to the square if you can, but just give me a square line straight off in that. And then our 6 1/4 is this way. You can turn this right around. And then when we do, we're going to do 3 stringers. And probably only need 2 because we're using 1.5 inch tread. But because it's outside and she might, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. She don't want the railing. And I'm really concerned she don't want a handrail on the stairs. So I just want them wide. We're going to do 4 feet wide. And I want it super strong. So that's what we're going to do so it doesn't jiggle on her and make her trip. So we cut this back. Our first step is here when we put our rise on of the 1.5 inch tread. It's going to be up here. So then our total is going to be that 775. So that's what we need. So we got our stringers cut out. And to get these nice and square and not overcut them, try not to overcut them. If you run your circular saw in, it'd be like this curve here and this, you'll overcut it. So stop short, come in with either a jigsaw or a sawzall and finish these out. So you just go down to the bottom, hit that, and get these out. It's got a little sliver in there. See how nice and square that is without overcutting it, so we're not making the material weak, you know. So now we got 3 cut out. We're gonna start assembling them. So then just lie your stringers on top and see how nice and even they are. We're good to go on these. We set these up. We're gonna measure the center and gonna put the tread up. Go ahead. It's upside down and backwards. No, do on the second one. That way it'll stay there. Now we want 1 inch overhang. So we're going to slide them forward. We're going to use a deck board. Grab the deck board. And we're going to hold it on the end. And that's how we're going to square it up. Right here in the end. Not the side, the front. And we're going to bring that up. And when that's flush, that's 1 inch overhang. So our stringers are going to be 46 inches apart. And they're going to hang over. They look terrible. Slide this toward you so it's flush. See how terrible that looks? See how you can see this little triangle? So bring it back to 1 inch. It's going to look good. And you get a little shadow line. And he's going to do that. We're probably going to slide over here in the shade because it's pretty hot still.
All right, now Dad's installing the treads on top of the stringers, and we have to go back to Lowe's. We got 1x6s. We need 1x8s to cover the riser board here.
Yeah, I planned that about a month and a half ago.
It's hard to
figure.
figure.
Know the height or nothing until we were built, you know. Just a guess. We need 1x8, so because we need, what was it, 6 1/4?
Yep.
And of course our 1x6 is only 5 1/2. It's not a big deal. Costs a couple bucks more, but we're going to box these all in. We're going to leave the top tread off because we're going to get our stringer hangers and mount to the bottom of our stringers next. All right, we're pretty close to level. We just threw it down there. And remember, she wants this like bar area here, and it's going to be a wide slab. So if you measure over 2 foot, plus an average stool is how much, Dawson? Another 2 foot, so 4 foot. I don't want the stairs way over here. And she wanted them centered coming off as long as she doesn't bump her head into the bushes going off. So it looks like we could probably put it right there, right?
Yep.
She'll end up with a center, and that'll keep her away. I don't want traffic over here. She's going to leave a bar stool. And if it was me, I'd have a railing. But we don't worry about that right now. She might call us back, put a railing on when the neighbor or somebody falls off that. So we got to do the top tread, and then we got to do our stair stringer hangers. That's these guys.
Forever for them guys.
Oh yeah, they weren't in stock. I don't know why a place like Lowe's, you know, stocks 3 or 4 of them. That's stupid. So we're gonna put them on. They hook on, hold up, and support, and they're bendable to any angle. And we're gonna box in the sides and then frame in the bottom here so we can do our skirting on it. All right, we got the 3 stringers together. We're gonna screw on our top board now. We got a double backer board, and then we got metal brackets and screws. And then we got a GRK in the center. What do they say? Stairs ain't going anywhere, are they? Our height, a perfect 7 3/4, all of them equal. Walk up to 4 of them, Doss.
Feels comfortable.
She don't wiggle. I already said 4 of them. The top was not attached. Cut my frame piece. Got a 2x2 up there as a backer. 2x4 across. We got our backer. 2x4 underneath the stringer. So now when we go to cut our 5/4, we got something to nail to all the way around. Vertical. So we're going to come all the way across here, come back to the stair, back there, and back over. And then we're going to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 5. So I got to pick up, that figures, I got to have 3 1x8s, and they got to be cut down to 6 1/4 or something. Got to have the table saw. And all right, we gonna have to quit because Dawson's got to go bowling. He's got a league tonight. I think they might do 6 or 9 games. They got to catch up one, and I think they might bowl ahead one. So what we got left is we got to do our skirting, and then I'll probably dig down and set a flat concrete block under there on the corners, and she didn't want any posts or anything, so we're doing that. And then we got to do the railing yet, and we're gonna try to use what she's got here. It's sort of a painted something, and I don't know, we're gonna see if we can use it. I don't know, pretty rough. And then we just got to pick up the grounds and so on, a little touch up here, and we'll be finished. Looks like maybe one more day. So we're doing short days. It's 91 and it's like super humid, 80% or something. We're soaked, and we're going to take off. Homeowner can walk up her stairs tonight, see if she likes it. I'll see if we can get a comment, and we'll see you back tomorrow. Before I go, I better try them, right? Let's walk up these bad boys. Oh yeah, they're rugged, rugged, rugged. So you see how that looks better going down versus a step out and then going down. They're all equal height, so nobody's got to look where you're stepping. Right, D?